Hey everyone. So today I'm going to take you through some sideline glute work. But before I do, I want to talk a little bit about a concept called oppositional length, which even to instructors can get a little bit confusing. It's a term that's used a lot in Pilates, but it's also one that when I use it in class, I get a lot of looks from clients going, huh? So I'm going to turn sideways to demonstrate. I'm going to start by showing you with my shoulder because it's the most mobile joint, so it's usually the easiest to sort of understand. If I reach my arm away and I just reach out through my fingertips, everything comes with me. You can see that I'm starting to lean forward, I'm starting to rotate to get my arm as far as I can. If I first get a sense of drawing my arm in towards my shoulder, stabilizing the shoulder blade, stabilizing the spine, even connecting into my sit bones so that everything around my torso and this part of my shoulder is stable, and then I reach away, that's getting oppositional length. So it's reaching out the fingertips and reaching back through the shoulder. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Let's take it into sideline. So I'm going to lay on my side with my arm underneath my head and start by finding some core connections. So I want to be stacked through the ribs and the pelvis, meaning one is directly over the other. I sometimes like to roll around a little bit to find that and think of that length out through your spine. Sides of your waist are drawing towards each other and that top side is nice and long. So if we look at the oppositional length here, again, I could reach and look what happens to the rest of my body. I'm creating space in the hip joint, I'm creating a drag. If I first think of that top of the thigh bone nice and stable, and then a reach away through the foot, my glutes are already on. So from there, I'm going to exhale to lift up, keeping the core stable, and take an inhale to lower back down. With an exhale to lift, and inhale to lower. And I'm reaching through the heel without tractioning through the hip. And I'll just demonstrate one more here again. You can do about 8 to 10 of these, and then I'm going to flex the foot and demonstrate some kicks. So same thing applies. You want to keep the pelvis stable, reaching forward through the heel, and then point the toe and reach back. Really great cue that I like to use here is think of your sit bone acting like a stopper for your thigh bone. Focus on that stable core, stable pelvis. Thigh bone reaches into the hip joint, heel reaches away. And return, again using that sit bone as a stopper for your thigh bone. Reaching back. And notice that I've got that length out through my knee, that length through my thigh, but avoiding any of this hip hiking business that we sometimes see. Then I'm going to reach it back, holding there, and circle up and around. So again, lengthening away through your leg, but think of that top of the thigh bone pressing into the hip joint as you circle, coming up and above the level of the pelvis, behind the back of the hip, and through. Big deep breaths and reversing. Reach back, up, around, and through. You want to inhale for one, exhale for one, getting nice work into that glute. Keeping stable through your belly. So again, the waist is trying to not change. And I'll just demonstrate one more. So that's a really nice basic series there. There's quite a few variations on it. But for anyone who's wanting to connect their glutes a bit better and to just feel the movement, that's a great series for you to be doing. Anyone has any questions, need any help, flick me a message. Anyone has pain, please don't do it. Look forward to seeing you in class.